Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the first installment of Through the Google Glass. My name is Katie Pugh, and this is the first in my series in which I talk about my experiences with Google Glass. That's what you're looking through right now. This is the field of vision for the Google Glass, a new piece of smart technology that's revolutionizing the world. Not to sound cliche or anything. For a little bit of background, for those of you who don't know me, I am a local writer in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I was born in Virginia and grew up in Newport News. I then went to school at Virginia Commonwealth University, where I majored in English with a minor in writing. And after I graduated in 2007, I moved up to Pittsburgh to live with my now husband, Josh. And that's really about all you need to know. So, as I was saying, I have had Google Glass now for 1 week, and I just want to say that it is a lot of fun. Good times for everybody. I actually applied for the Google project in February. When I applied, my mission statement was to do 5 things. The first was to chronicle 50 random acts of kindness. This was something that is important to me because I really feel like the whole point of technology is to make the community better. The second thing was to document my cross-country road trip in May. As you can see, this actually already happened. So you're going to more so be seeing my creative output in chronicling that story. That's pretty much everything that's on the table here is all of the scrapbooking materials and stuff that's going to be going into putting together my trip from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania to Seattle, Washington. So, good times. My third thing that I wanted to do was to create a music video of life in Pittsburgh for my family living in Virginia. A lot of them don't get to come up and visit me, so I'm looking forward to showing them a little bit of what life is like in Pittsburgh. The fourth thing that I wanted to do was to encounter a beluga whale. That's kind of random, but anybody who knows me has known that ever since I was little, I had a big passion when it came to whales. I just might have always wanted to do, so I'm going to do it. End of story. And the fifth thing, which is really the most important thing, is that I'm a writer, and I plan on using Google Glass to help me make good art. And I mean, part of that is the whole, scrapbooking thing, but also to, further my personal goals and further my writing. As you can see, I am actually a self-published author. The name of my book is Cape and Dagger, and you can purchase it on Amazon, on Kindle, or paperback. So, stay here until I'm done, but then you can go buy my book. So a few things that I've noticed playing around with Google Glass is that all you need is a mirror for selfies, and it's a lot of fun. A lot of people would argue that it's a toy, and in a sense it is a toy, but you know what's fun to play with? Toys. Toys are really fun to play with, and these are my mice. I also have been taking a lot of stupid videos of my mice, but you guys don't have to see them. The biggest problem that I can foresee is that it takes a lot of getting used to. As you can tell, I had a really good vision of doing this from the perspective of my Google Glass, but it's a little tedious just sitting in one place. You don't have like your facial expressions, and all I have are my hands. It's kind of weird. But, my main goal of what I wanted to use Google Glass for was media. I wanted to be able to record things. I wanted to take pictures. I wanted to you know, go out places and have my Google Glass on so I could document everything. And for that, it's really good. For the more practical things like, you know, looking at websites and reading things and, you know, stuff that you would normally be like, oh, look, a website, I can get all this information. It's going to give you a headache. It's really not for that. And the battery life. Let's just go on ahead and say it right now. Do not expect to be able to carry this around like your cell phone. It's just not going to happen. You just have maybe 8 hours, depending on how much you use it. But, you know, not that much. So over the next couple weeks, I'm looking forward to taking you along my journey of playing with Google Glass and doing fun stuff like Neil Gaiman said, make good art. That's what I'm going to do. And hopefully, you know, do some nice things for my fellow man. Please subscribe to the channel to keep up with me, and hopefully I'll see you guys around. Have a good one.